Hello, I am Mani Malarvanan. In this video, we will look into how to bridge the stablecoin with ISO 222 standards and what are the benefits for the consumers by integrating these two standards. For the past couple of weeks, we have been looking into many different aspects of stablecoin. What is stablecoin? Different types of stablecoin, and what is a genius law that was recently passed in the U.S. Congress, and how that's going to impact the crypto industry. In this presentation, we will see how the ISO 222 standards are going to help the crypto industry, specifically the stablecoins, by integrating those two standards. And if you need any more information about what is stablecoin, what is ISO 222, and what is Genius Law, please go and visit our previous videos. And also, we'll provide the link here so that you can able to understand and follow the presentation. So the main difference the ISO 222 is going to perform is to creating a standard for money transfer in the traditional industry. And then the stable coin is going to create a massive changes in the crypto world. And those two are going to get integrated through this ISO 222 standard. So in the traditional finance, we have a established regulation exist because money transfer has been happening for hundreds of years. And almost all the countries have a legal framework and regulation framework so that that tells what can be done, what can't be done by the governments, by the entities, financial institutions, and also the consumers to transfer money. So almost all the countries have a well-established framework, legal framework for money transfer. But in the crypto world, it is not there. So there as a technology is changing on a regular basis. The crypto industry on the whole is exist probably maybe maximum 10 years. Yes, the Bitcoin came little longer than that, but the crypto world as it is maturing in the last 4 to 5 years and more people are adapting. There was no clear legal framework created until recently when the US government passed the Genius Law that specifically targets the stable coin. So that tells what exactly is stable coin, what can be done, what can't be done, and it protects the consumers. And without the legal framework, it is very difficult for any money-based technologies to prosper in this world because you need to have a legal protection for the consumers so that they can have a trust in the system and they can start adapting it and using it. So those two are two parallel universes we have. One is traditional, another one is crypto. So and then we will see how these two can be integrated through ISO 222 standards. So first we'll see the stable coin. If you need a more detailed explanation about the stable coin, please go and see our previous videos. And the stable coin is basically it represents the currency. For example, in US, if you have one USD dollar, that is equivalent to one stable coin. So if anybody is issuing a stable coin, they need to have a reserve currency so that they can create stable coin. So, for example, if an entity creates $1 million worth of US stable coin, then they need to have $1 million in the reserve that can be audited by third party entities. So that's what's the main benefit of the Genius Act that was passed recently in the US Congress. So, so that gives the legal protection for the people, those who are going to purchase the stable coin. And also the stable coin is going to be the backbone of any decentralized finance within the crypto world, so that people from all over the world can able to purchase the stable coin and they can able to use stable coin for the transaction. And also another main benefit of the stable coin is the volatility. If you take a typical crypto tokens like Ethereum or Bitcoin, Solana, the value is not standard. At one point of time, for the value of one Bitcoin or Ethereum is going to have some value. And then within the next moment, within the 5 minutes or 5 seconds, the value may change because the value is determined by the multiple different factors that affects the value of the Bitcoin or Ethereum token that you have. So it is not easily you can use it in a day-to-day transaction. For example, if you use Ethereum to purchase a Karibu coffee, or so you need to spend at one point of time you need to spend five Ethereum coins. Or I'm just giving that as an example. Ethereum is now close to $4,000, but the point is that you need to spend various amount of total number of coins, crypto tokens to purchase if you want to use it in a day-to-day transactions. In stable coin, that is not the case. If you have one stable coin, then it is equivalent to $1. Then the value is going to be same whether it is today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow. Even after 6, 10, 9 months, the value is going to be same. So that is the main advantage of stable coins. So and that's what now the crypto industry is adopting. Multiple different companies are coming up with the standards to incorporate the Genius Act that was recently passed in the US government. And also the stable coin is going to play a key role in the cross-border transaction. Now, if you want to send money to either Mexico or India, you need to spend a lot of money for intermediaries, banks, or whatever agencies you are using to send the transaction. Going forward with stablecoin, you can able to send the money by very less transaction fee, and also both the receiver can able to receive the stable coin within couple of minutes. Now it takes days, sometimes weeks for the receiving person to receive the money that was already sent by the sender. So those are all going to be fixed in the stable coin. And ISO 222. So it is a global standard. It was created, and almost all the countries international, it is being followed internationally all over the world. So it became a global standard. It basically tells what exactly the sender and receiving transaction needs to happen between different entities. For example, if you are sending money to India, then you need to go to a bank, and then bank need to verify that you are the account holder and you have the money that you want to send, and they will send the money to your other bank, your friends and family's bank in India, and they need to make sure that the bank routing number, account number, all those verifications are there so that they can able to successfully transfer. And along the process, they will take a fee. For this type of communications, obviously computer is being used to send the money and receive the money. For now, until ISO 222, there was no legal framework for the message transfer. If the sender is going to send the transaction, they need to mention who the sender, account information, money, all those information. There was no legal standard. There was no standard to send the messages across different entities. Now the ISO 222 fixed the issue. So they created a XML standard. Using that, you can able to clearly specify who the sender is, what the account number, money, and then the receiving bank will instantly know that what exactly the message, because it is the same standard that is being followed by both the sending bank and the receiving bank. So using this ISO 222, you can able to send money anywhere in the world. It is being adapted in US and also in Euro and in Asia. the banks are started adopting it. So it is a rich standard that was created and that is being adopted all over the world now. And this is going to help in the crypto industry also. We will look into it in the next slides. The main relationship between stablecoin ISO 222 standard is how stablecoin able to integrate with the traditional finance. See, the entire stablecoin is within the part of a crypto industry, and depending on the blockchain, which blockchain it is issued, it could be issued in Solana blockchain or Ethereum blockchain, Binance, whatever may be the blockchain. Then you can able to transfer it within one blockchain to another blockchain, or within the same blockchain, you can able to transfer from your wallet to your friends and family's wallet, irrespective of the wallet holder in the world. Say, for example, I have one USD stable coin in my Ethereum blockchain. And if I want to transfer to my friends and family, if my friends and family in India is going to be in Ethereum blockchain, then I can able to transfer it from my wallet to my friends and family's wallet. So that is pretty straightforward. So that is a one scenario. Another scenario is that if I have a wallet in Ethereum blockchain with one USD dollar, if I want to transfer it into Binance wallet, Binance is a different blockchain. So I can able to do it. So there are technologies available. But in the same way, if I want to transfer one USD dollar to my bank within the US, there is no easy way to do that because the transaction happens. There is still it's possible to do it, but it is going to take a lot more complex. In some cases, the technology doesn't even exist. And that's where ISO 222 comes into play. With the crypto industry, the stablecoin entities, issuing entities are going to follow the ISO 222 standards. Then the issuing entity can follow the standards, the XML standards that is defined by the ISO 222, and then the receiving entity, the bank, the traditional system can accept the stable coin and they can able to credit in your account within that bank. Because now the crypto and the traditional finance are integrated through these ISO 222 standards. And because of this, processing, reconciliation, is all possible. And ISO 222 is approved by all the government entities. Regulation is possible. The regulatory framework can automatically follow the process and they can able to identify any anti-money laundering or any illegal activities that is being happening within the crypto world and also in the traditional world. And by integrating those, then the regulatory industry can follow the money trail and they can able to avoid the money laundering bad actors. So who benefits of this integration? Pretty much everybody benefits by this integrating the stable coin with the traditional finance through ISO 222 standards. Any financial institutions can able to gain, whether it is a bank or a credit union or other legal entities that can able to send and receive money, they can able to benefit it. And then the corporations, pretty soon in US, you can see that multiple large companies are going to start minting the stable coin because the standard has been there in US and it has been very clear that what exactly the issuing stable coin issuing corporation or entity needs to do. And pretty much all the big companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they all will get into the stable coin issuing business and they can able to start issuing to their customers and customers can use it. So the corporations can able to benefit through stable coin. And since the corporations can able to create stable coin, they are going to follow ISO 222 standards. Since they are following it, you can able to send money from your Amazon stable coin account to your friends and family's bank in India. So that's possible because for Amazon, it is another business for them. And already Walmart is doing it within the traditional banking sector. While using Walmart account, you can able to send money to Mexico or India. And now with the stablecoin standards, more and more companies are getting into this business, and it would be beneficial for them to integrate stablecoin with the traditional finance system through ISO 222 standards. And the regulators, government entities, they are going to benefit through this integration because they can able to identify anti-money laundering entities, and they can able to identify and understand the money that is being transferred from the crypto stablecoin to traditional system and from traditional system to crypto world. So that bridge has been created through these ISO 222 standards, and the regulatory frameworks, regulation entities within the world, they can able to follow the money trail, and they can identify bad actors. And of course, the individual customers like us, we can able to benefit because for less transaction fee, we can able to send money from our stable coin to traditional, or from traditional finance to stable coin. And what is the road ahead for this integration? The ISO 222 is the ongoing standard, and there are some issues still exist within the implementation of the standard. The one main thing is all the countries and decided to adapt this standard, and they are working on it. And many companies, many financial institutions are already completed, but there are still changes happening, and they are implementing it. And that is the state of the ISO 222 within the traditional finance systems. And then in the crypto world, as I said earlier, the Genius Act was passed last month, and it is still, there are 3 years Genius Act was given for all the crypto industries. Those who are going to issue stablecoin needs to follow. Those who are already issuing stablecoin, they need to follow the standards within 3 years. So the standards are still evolving. It has given very high level framework for entities to create the stable coin. So as they find the technical issues, the law will be changed, and more changes needs to happen within the legal framework so that everybody can follow. So it is going to take at least a couple of years for all the stablecoin companies to completely follow the Genius Act, and they can able to integrate it. So even though it is being verbally agreed by the stablecoin industry to follow the ISO 222 standards, it is going to take a while to do the actual integration. Maybe 2 years or more or less. I don't know at this time, but ultimately they are going to integrate it, and the customers like us are going to benefit for that, the seamless integration between the stablecoin and the traditional finance. So the main power of this integration is the integration of the stable coin with the ISO 222, because the seamlessly the money can be transferred between traditional account and also between crypto and traditional accounts. So as I said earlier, you can able to send money from your stable coin to your bank across the world, and also you can able to send money from your bank to stablecoin across the world. And I said that across the world, there are still the stablecoin legal framework is being formed in other countries. In US, yes, it is there is a law has been created, but in other countries like South Korea, they are trying to identify what exactly they need to implement the stablecoin, and in other Asian countries, they are trying to come up with a legal framework for stablecoin. So the standard is not completely created everywhere. Like US. But since it is being created in US, other countries will follow because they want to be competitive. Right now, as you all know, dollar is the number one reserve currency, and with this stable coin standard, all people all over the world want to use the stable coin to keep the money, because instead of having it in Indian rupees, you can have stable coin that your value will be protected, because devaluation due to inflation, Indian currency values keep going up. Of course, all world currencies values going down as the year progress, but US dollar is going less compared to Indian or other international currencies. So the main advantage for the consumers is the fusion of this stable coin, the crypto world, and also with the traditional through ISO 222, and that's going to help all the consumers. So that's all I want to discuss in this presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And I will provide the link for stablecoin, what is stablecoin, and also I'll provide the link for Genius Act, so that you can able to understand and come up with a global understanding of different components within this integration, because you need to understand the ISO 222, you need to understand the stable coin. So we have videos in this channel. You can go and watch, and I'll provide the links also. And also we have a Web2, Web3 analytical platform. And if you have any stable coin in Ethereum blockchain, you can able to use our tools and platform to identify if how well the stable coin is doing within a period of time. And if you need more information about our tools, please visit analytickit.com. You can learn more about it, or send us an email, or post a comment in this YouTube channel. We'll be happy to help you. Thanks for taking time and listening to this presentation. Please help us to grow this channel, to subscribing to this channel. And if you like this video, please forward it to your friends and family. Thank you. Bye.